Okay, so I did this whole section. It took me about 15 minutes. Went deeper in some areas than others. And the reason why is because those are the areas that we're going to plant, those hydrangeas. It did get a little bit gnarly over here. This is, you can see from all the sticks, we had a big shrub that was here. So we pulled all that out. So we tried to get as much of the roots that we could, but there's still just sticks and stuff that was in there. I think if we go down probably a foot, we're going to hit more. That's about how far we're going to have to go down. So we'll probably have to do a little work with some shovels, maybe an axe, some clippers or something. Anyway, this whole area here, about 15 minutes rototilled. Again, it's not going to be as deep as a gas one. If you're doing this like for a garden, this is not one that you want to get for a garden. A garden, you're going to want like a full rototiller or something that you pull behind a mower or something like this. This is only 8 inches right here. So from your top of your base, you're going to be able to get 8 inches, maybe 10 inches down in the soil. But it was super easy to put together. You saw me to clip these on. You can adjust the wheels just by pulling it up and putting it down. So you could, if you're doing rows, you could do that as well in a smaller garden or flower bed. But for us, it's going to fit our purposes, and it fits into our RYOBI family with the expanded, basically just connection. All right, so this is the RYOBI rototiller cultivator attachment. It's 8 inches. It's actually going to work with the expanded attachment. So I have my expanded right here. This is the battery powered one. It takes the 4 volt or the 2 volt milliamp battery that you just throw on the end. So you can do a lot of different things with this. You can have it be an edger, a weed eater, a saw, all of that stuff. So we're going to be using that. We've pulled out an area today, a bunch of shrubs, and we're going to be putting some hydrangeas in. So I'm just kind of getting the ground ready to go for that. And then what I might actually use is use this to dig the holes. We'll see if I can do that with this, how deep it'll go to fit these buckets in. And so we will go to that point, and I'll just show you basically what it looks like from there. Easy attachment, it's just a plug and play. I am going to unbox it and have the unboxing as part of this. And so it should be pretty easy. If you've ever bought RYOBI before, they have usually a bunch of different packs. So you can have like a tool pack. You can also have the pack where it comes with the battery itself or extra batteries. I have the whole system with RYOBI. I know that, you know, a lot of people have power banks and different things like that. So I'm probably gonna have to open both boxes and tear this thing apart, but that's what we're gonna do. And I did not bring my pocket knife, so or my cutter. That's what I should have done. They've taped it all along the way. It's funny that it's just tape, but super strong tape coming from a factory. Got 2 wheels, most likely going to be snap-ons. And your second hook, which you can actually throw on here. So this is going to be an extra handle. So again, you've got your 2 wheels that are going to pop on with a winch pin right here. There we go. The wheels will only go on a certain way. So once you get those, pop those on. Full metal. Throwing your blades right here. Separate sides. Again, you have bigger linch pins down here. So let's get that other wheel on. So on these blades, you can see right here, this is shaped like a tongue and groove. This is actually going to match that as well. So you want to make sure that your blades are all facing the same way so your blades don't hit each other. Just want to show you, there's a tongue and groove on this backside, and so you want to have the spacer go on the inside. It will actually space the blades apart, and then you can put your linch pin or locking pin on the outside, and this will twist back and forth. It's going to get dirt all over it and stuff like that. And you can see it's the same on the other side. And then the blades are alternated, so they won't be spinning at the same time. So you're going to get basically 8 different spots. These are 8 inches wide on this. So we're going to get this plugged in. There is a wheel base on the back side if you need to use this as well. And then it does come with an extra handle. So when I say handle, this is something that's going to come off to the side. It's going to allow you a little bit more leverage as you're going through. If you're hitting like stumps or rocks or different things like that, you'll be able to do that as well. So for the record, I did not put on the new handle. I just left the old handle on. That was for the weed eater. And again, this just rotates around. I just loosened it a little bit. Now I'm tightening it. So I want to go deeper. I just go over that. You can see, so we've got some topsoil / poop that we've done. So I just did this area. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to do this whole area here all the way down. I'm a little worried about that leftover cement, so we'll have to figure that out because we're going to plant some hydrangeas. I am doing it early in the morning after the sprinklers went off so that the ground is a little bit wet. I mean, it's not super early. It's kind of that 9 o'clock hour. It's the maybe not necessarily agreed on hour for people to do stuff outside, but that's typically when we do it. And again, we're using the RYOBI. This is the 4AH. I have a 2AH. I have a bunch of these that I just use. And this is the expand it tool where you can see it just plugs in right here. There are wheels on the bottom. I'm going to leave those wheels up because I don't want to get the wheels super dirty, but you can see it does a really good job. Went down 6 or 7 inches. So I'm going to go back and forth and do this whole area, and I'll show you what it looks like when we're done.